I'm going to go to fucking jail.
Bob, you have nothing to lose.
You have nothing to lose. Go fuck yourself, you fucking. You think you got something to fucking lose? Your wife and kids probably fucking hate you.
All right.
Oh, no, okay, Chad. That's the same thing Chad used to say.
Truth.
Oh,
You're
they
a
hate me.
asshole.
Oh, should I have them on the stream if they can testify that they don't hate me?
Tough guy. I'll come up
tomorrow. Bob, you wouldn't know about raising your own kids. Did you ever live with your own son?
Yeah, I did. I did, and I raised him great. He's fucking making more money than you fucking make.
When did you live with your son?
I raised him every fucking moment.
With his mom? With his mom? With his mom?
Yeah, I was there, you fucking loser.
Where?
At the other house.
In the basement?
I was upstairs.
Did you ever raise your son?
It doesn't matter. I got to be there with my kid.
Did you ever raise your son in a two-parent household?
Let's see how good your kids grow up. Let's see how good your fucking kids grow up. Your fucking kid's a hack.
Your son's a hack too. Hey, he's in a cover band. He's like Pink Floyd. He's in a cover band.
Daddy is. I want to be like Daddy. I don't want to have any fucking friends. I want people to fucking hate me. That's what you want. Oh yeah,
it's a card. I don't have any friends. Oh, what will I ever do with no friends?
With no family.
Okay, Chad. Thanks, Chad. Did you talk to Chad before the show? He gave you notes on what to say to me? You fucking hack.
Coward motherfucker.
Anytime, Bob. Come on up.
Okay, tomorrow. I'll come up.
Tomorrow. Let's do it tonight. Come on.
So Chad turns on Stuttering John last night, and well, actually, it was Friday when he was stream sniping, or he was doing the fucking yeah. That's another thing. He fucking was doing he was getting cues by Shuli. Shuli was giving him cues. Him and producer Joe, who I cannot stand. I think the guy is a fucking complete tool bag, wash up, fucking hack.
You fucking hack.
Guy stinks. Not to mention he's a elderly abusing criminal. But they were giving him cues, much like Melton was doing to Corey Adam. So they stole a Patrick Melton bit, which was pretty gross in and of itself, because they didn't even credit Patrick Melton. They just went on as business as usual in typical Shuli form, didn't give credit where credit was due. And it took till today from Kevin Brennan, the likes of Kevin Brennan, to actually acknowledge, hey, you guys can't do anything original. You took that from Melton. So now let's fast forward to the Shuli program.
Society later.
Pretend something is in your eye and just take off your glasses and mess with your eye for like 10 seconds. I said, we're recording a watch along. It'll be great.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Oh, look at Chad, his eye.
Oh, he's rubbing it. Yes! Yes!
We turned him.
Hero. What if we have a question we want him to ask John for us?
There we go.
But
why are these guys jealous of you?
I'll do it live.
Oh, great. I said, Chad, ask John, why does he think the three losers are so jealous of him?
Why do you think the three losers, and you know who I'm talking about? I don't have to name. Okay, you know who I'm talking about, the three losers.
All right, so you get it. I mean, but how pathetic is that, really? I mean, it's like literally verbatim.
He's sending me the link. Where's Chad? I was doing shit. I have friends. You have nothing.
You have no fucking friends.
Nothing.
A fucking landlord is not a fucking friend, okay? You didn't even fucking put money down to get Nick. Kevin.
Keep in mind, all of it fake. All of it fake. This is no different than the Truman Show. This is no different than watching a Disney movie on the television screen. This is no different than watching pro fucking wrestling. I get it. People want to compare a lot of the shit that we do to pro wrestling, but it's not, at the end of the day, it's not fucking pro wrestling. It's podcasting. Keep in mind, all of this is what we're watching is fake.
He's one of my best fucking friends. Look at
that fucking
slum. You're a fucking loser.
You should have Barry Ribs fucking laying back there.
Like, imagine like plotting and planning this out, thinking this was a solid idea. Hey, let's create a fake beef. Like, imagine like even expressing those words, fake beef, fake argument. Let's do that on camera so everybody they don't know what to believe anymore. I mean, how fucking pathetic. How fucking pathetic. Mud shark. You're not a mud shark. You're barely even a fish. This is what it leads me to believe that, Kevin isn't involved in a work here because he'll do shit like this. And this is from the MLC podcast, and it says, this is Chad's tweet from Mother's Day. Today, Levy is yucking it up with Chad. And then Chad says, this is a tweet from Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Gina Levy. You failed as a mother, and your dumb daughter masturbates on camera for money from creepy guys. My apologies to all the great Ariana Grande fans and what Paige Nyman has put them through. It's so gross. Can I get a retweet? Big J. Hokerson, Louis J. Gomez. And
see, that's what I'm saying is like this shit is all still so fucked. I mean, why would you go on a show with a guy that said that? Yeah, and fucked him. I don't know, dude. It's all fucking stupid. I don't trust any of those guys. No.
Well, then Gina Levy comes back, says, I'm not one to tell my husband what he should do with his career, but I'd be lying if I said I was okay. I'm not going to die over it, but this didn't make me feel good as a mother and wife.
It's worth mentioning that we were the first program to post our OnlyFans pictures.
Go check out. It was our 420 stream.
Yeah.
So Kevin just dishing it out, and then says so when Gina says that, or Kevin Brennan comes back and says Bob doesn't care. You're his fourth wife, not his last.
I know, that's pretty funny, dude, isn't it?
That's epic. And then Bob says, now you're just being a dick. And then Gina comes back, says, this world used to be fun. Now I just want to cry. So now, Bob Levy, you've made your wife, your wife's on the verge of tears because of you, because, you're selling out and you're pretty much a hack.
All right, we're joined by Bryan Johnson on Melton Monday, and we got the Cowardly Lion, Bob Levy, up in the corner.
Cowardly Lion.
I'm surprised he's even fucking here because you're afraid of Bryan Johnson, are you?
I'm not afraid of nobody, motherfucker.
All you do is talk. You're a fucking coward.
I'll fucking, all right, how about this? I'll come to your fucking house tomorrow.
Right now, nigga. Right now. Right now, you bitch.
You're a coward.
You're a bitch. You're going to fuck up Florentine, you're going to fuck up Chad, and then you came like a fucking cheap cat, you fucking bitch.
You will fold like you do.
Oh, yeah, shut. You don't talk. Shut the fuck up.
Jellyfish.
All you do is talk, you fucking coward. You're a fucking coward.
You're a fucking coward.
Oh, Chad, welcome, Chad. How's your wife taking that, Bob?
Oh, good. Real good.
Is she? Good. She's on Twitter saying she's gonna fucking leave. She's gonna fucking end your marriage. You fucking hack.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
number 5. Let's get her. Gina Bobina, number 5. You fucking hack.
You fucking.
You're a hack.
Chad back after he said he was gonna fuck your daughter. You let him back.
No, you brought him back. You brought him back. You fucking hack.
It's your fucking channel. It's your fucking channel. Shut the fuck up.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You want me to read the tweet? I'll read the Mother's Day. I'll read the Mother's Day tweet.
Run into his fucking room like a little girl.
I'll read the Mother's Day tweet. You want me to read a Mother's Day tweet from Chad?
Yeah,
hey, how come when Chad was going after you, Shuli didn't have a problem with it, but as soon as he went after Shuli's family, Shuli's like, "Oh, we got to stop this."
No,
what the fuck is that? That's a Shuli move. What the Shulies do is they act like what's good for them is also good for you. Am I right, Melton? That's a classic Shuli move.
He talked to him. He told him to call him a few days ago.
Happy Mother's Day. Let me read this. Happy Mother's Day, Gina Levy. You failed as a mother, and your dumb daughter masturbates on camera for money from creepy guys. My apologies to all the great Adriana Grande fans and what Paige Newman has put them through. It's so gross. Can I get a retweet from Big J. Okerson and Louis J. Gomez? Yeah, because you were crying to me saying your wife can't handle all the trolling Chad's doing, but then you go on a Legion of Skanks like a Shuli wanted you to do because you maybe sell 3 tickets. You didn't sell any tickets, and you fucking sold your daughter down the river again. You fucking hack. You're a hack.
Fucking hack.
You're a hack.
Isn't it anymore?
No, what do you want to do? Bob's always like, let's do road games because that's the only way he makes money is getting the fucking car wrecks. Let's hope I get another car wreck so I can build another fucking pool.
Look at this.
You fucking hack.
Canada, motherfucker.
Hack.
Sorry.
How's the front row seat, Patrick? Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, KB. I'm all right.
What's your take? What's your take on Bob's hackery and his folding like a fucking coward?
Folding like a coward, like you fucking did. How many times with Cumia? How many times with?
How many times?
Jack?
And tell me
times?
what's sadder than Cumia? What's sadder than Cumia? I told you I wouldn't do Cumia again. You're like, come on, let's make it work, pal. Come on, pal, let's make it work. Let's make it work, pal. Let's go to Pottstown. Let's go to Pottstown.
Bad guy. You're a.
Get your wife on. Get your wife on, Bob. You're a fucking coward.
Get her on, you fucking pussy.
You're a fucking coward.
Get your fucking wife on. She's fucking hiding.
No, she's not on Twitter. Your wife's on Twitter saying she's crying. She's all upset. Bob cuddling with Chad on the
because you start the whole fucking thing with your fucking post because you're a fucking weak fucking minded fucking piece of shit.
Dude, all you do is talk shit. You want last week?
You want me to come up to your fucking house?
Absolutely, absolutely,
okay.
absolutely. You would fucking leave your house. You would leave your house. You're gonna Florentine
from kicking your fucking ass.
You're gonna get Florentine. Your Florentine's wife's a whore, and his kid should take a fucking paternity test. And all the other shit, and then you're like, "Hey Jim, you want to go on tour?"
So mad, Kevin's so red. Oh, look at the little baby's not happy.
Get your wife on, Bob. A real man. Get your wife on.
Fucking real man. You're a fucking bitch. Okay,
Bob. All you do is talk. All you do is talk.
Fucking do is talk. That's all you can do is talk.
But I'm not threatening people. You're gonna beat up this guy. You're gonna beat up that guy, and then you fold immediately as soon as you get an opportunity. You fucking fold like a fucking coward
and apologize. I talked to him.
He apologized. He apologized.
You fucking can't let anything go in your fucking life. You want misery every fucking day. Every fucking
day
ahead,
you Bryan want Johnson. Go ahead. What's your take?
You know what? As a fan and a viewer, I am left trying to figure out what's going on. Who has alliances? Who's mad at each other? And I have to.
Adam, we're not doing $2. Sorry, Brian. We're not reading $2 super chats today. Sorry.
I do agree with you, KB, in as much as like if people were saying that shit about me or my daughter, like I that's not a fence that I feel like I could mend.
So what would you
do? Bob will mend any fence because he stands for nothing. He stands for nothing.
You stand for nothing. You in his chat like a little.
He gets in bed. He gets in bed with fucking Chad Zumach. Human garbage. Human fucking garbage.
You had him on for the longest time. You kept sending him a link, and
you kept saying, "Come on, let's make it work. Let's make it work, pal.
It was a good show.
Let's make it work, pal.
Because it was working. Because it was working. Because it was working. The show was fucking working.
My money's been up since Chad left, and if you want to bet, Bob, and I know you're losing when it comes to bets. If you want to bet, I'll show you that my numbers have been up since Chad fucking left. Go ahead, Brian.
No, they haven't been up.
No, my fucking YouTube numbers, you fucking idiot. The only numbers that matter. Hey, Julie said, that lying piece of griff said our numbers are up. What did he pay you last month? What did he pay you last month, cowardly lying?
You gave out fucking Colter's number. You mad at Julie? Is that why you're mad? Everyone's supposed to stick up for you, but you stick up for nobody but yourself.
Okay, cowardly lying.
Nobody but yourself is the only person you ever fucking stick up with.
What did he make last month on YouTube, Bob? I don't know, but our memberships are up. Our gifted memberships are up, and that's very satisfying.
100 people on YouTube.
Oh my God, Bob! You're gonna break the internet.
What do you care about it? What
fucking
do you care
hack!
About it? What does it matter?
You lying, grifting hack!
That's all you hack. That's all you fucking got. Holy fucking shit.
What do you got, Bob? What do you got?
Why do you care about Shuli's numbers? Why does it matter?
You bring it up. I don't say a word about Shuli's numbers. I say the YouTube.
That's all you fucking say.
I said the YouTube money, you fucking loser. The YouTube money. The YouTube money, you fucking loser.
Oh, yeah, everybody's a loser but you, the biggest fucking loser, okay?
Oh, that hurts coming from a guy who only made money in a car accident.
I made a fucking nice life for me the whole time.
Did you? Why you got four wives, you fucking hack? Why you got four wives?
Why do you got four wives? Why do you got one that's terrified of you? Why do you have one that's just terrified of you? Your kids must just hover around in the fucking room.
You've been reading the chats, Bob?
Oh, Daddy's drinking wine. I don't want to get him mad with a skirt and a fucking
Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead, Brian.
You fucking sissy bitch.
I think Bob might be more business-minded. Is that what we're looking at here, Melton? That Bob sees an opportunity and he can put the personal slights aside.
I think everybody says stuff that they don't mean, and when you do,
that's Bob right there. Bob, all
that's
he
some
does
horrific
is
shit, though.
Bob, all he does is
but look,
Kevin, I'll come
Bob
to your
said
house
horrible
tomorrow.
things.
You come out.
Oh,
past
you wouldn't
your
leave
door,
your
man.
fucking
come
house
past your
except for
door,
cigarettes.
man. Come out. Let's go,
All right,
motherfucker. I'll fucking trash you
anytime.
and your bike, you sissy
Anytime,
bitch.
right?
Fucking anytime. Oh my God! You can't even. If it's, I'll come when it's cloudy, so you can come outside. You fucking untannable prick.
Go ahead, Brian.
Look at you. Got to wear a helmet so he doesn't get tanned.
Oh, you're gonna go after Florentine again? Oh, Jim, I'm gonna fuck you up, Kid Florentine.
You're gonna go after Bryan again. You're gonna go after Lenny again. You're gonna go after Gino again. You fucking goddamn same fucking record every fucking day. Okay. You and your fucking greatest hits. That's all you do.
Go ahead, Brian.
I think
you never complain when I pay you. Well, I don't pay you. I pay your fucking piece of shit wife, but she never complains.
Oh, now she's a piece of shit. Your wife's a piece of shit. Your wife fucking married you for a fucking green card, probably.
Careful. Soon we're gonna say something we're not gonna be able to take back.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead, Brian.
Wow. I didn't expect this. Although after last night with the big troll on Stuttering John, I probably should have. I didn't know that it was going to turn into this. What's the main problem here? You feel that Bob just folds too easily?
No, Bob stands for nothing. He's literally
what do you stand for? Being an asshole?
And he wants to negotiate with terrorists to gain nothing. To gain what? He's going to get in business with Chad for what?
What's the
watching Cumia?
He's not in business with Chad. You're not in business with Chad.
What business am I in?
He's in you were in business with Chad yesterday. Why does your wife have such a problem with it today on Twitter?
Because you're writing shit. You're putting up old things.
No. She said it before. She said it before I even said anything.
Good. Whatever, Kevin.
I know. Wife number 5, Gina Bobina.
Hold on. You're not doing anything with Chad. You're not starting a show with Chad. You're not. Is Chad joining the Shuli Network? I don't know.
As of 24 hours later, nothing's official, Melton. But you know how this changes quickly. You know, Shuli's such a snake. Bob and Chad will be sniping my show by the end of the week because Bob's a fucking gutless. Bob's a gutless coward, and he'll get mad with anybody except his other
every fucking time where you are, wherever you go.
Come on up, Bob. Come on up, Bob. Come on up,
Bob. Come on, let's go, motherfucker.
No, you're a tough guy. You're always threatening to beat up
you
people.
think you're a tough guy? Come on,
I don't think I'm tough at all. I don't talk.
Well, you're not. You're not.
I'm not threatening to beat up people, and then I fold, and then I'm playing footsie with Jim Florentine a week later. Hi, Jim Florentine. How's your Everything That Rock show taking off? Go ahead, Brian.
I wasn't aware Florentine had a new rock show. I would love to watch that.
Who?
Florentine. I wasn't aware he had a new rock show.
Yes, I'm doing free promos today.
I don't think you're right, Kevin, as much as like I think that these guys came together for one singular purpose. There are certain people, like maybe Chad might think like, okay, I'm in with these guys now. But the way I saw it was Shuli had an idea. He was like, who's the guy
that he stole from Melton? That he stole from Melton. That he took from Melton.
And he's like, who's the guy that I can get to execute this? Like, who is the perfect dude? And that was Chad. Like, there's no other guy but Chad.
It was only able to be executed because Stuttering John is dumber than all of them. Which is, if you get outsmarted by Chad Zumach and Tony Mazer, stop. These are two of Ohio's biggest losers in show business. And Stuttering John was like, "Oh, what happened?"
15 minutes into the stream, I looked to my wife. I said, Chad is trolling Stuttering John right now.
And it was funny because John didn't even realize it. He didn't even realize what was going on.
You guys made an asshole out of John. There's no disputing that.
Okay, let me read this. Somebody sent me this yesterday. Chad repeats 1,000,000 times that what he hates the most is a pylon, and then he joins the first pylon he's invited to. Shuli yucks it up with Chad after Chad streams Shuli's wife for 2 hours while simultaneously posting a barrage of insults against her. Bob yucks it up with Chad after Chad spent a week broadcasting how Bob's wife is a child-abusing, racist thief. Florentine yucks it up with Bob after Bob spends a week venomously bashing Florentine's ex-girlfriend who committed suicide and Florentine for having his ex-wife cheat on him, telling Florentine he needs to get a paternity test. Cumia yucks it up with Chad after Chad has a show for 6 months called Cumia's Cogs, wherein Chad ridicules anyone who associates with Cumia and repeatedly abuses Cumia of racism, pedophilia, and domestic abuse. These accusations are all accurate, including the they're all a bunch of low talent. This is a DM from a guy
fan.
on Twitter. They're all a bunch of low talent. They're all a bunch of low talent, valueless losers. Other than Kumia's impressions, they're barely funny. It's a pack of cretins living off donations from people. Besides being funny, the thing I most appreciate about MLC is that you don't go for that hate someone one day, be their best friend the next. It's ironic that all these lowlights have the nerve to collectively agree that somehow you're the crazy, unreasonable one. You mentioned before occasionally, it's just
but Kevin,
to be associated with these losers is spectacular. Bob's like, hey, you know what? If we're all friends, maybe we can tour together, and it could be like the Stern days, and Chad and Mike Moores and Don Jamieson and Florentine and Shuley and maybe Kumia and that fucking loser from California who can't eat Domino's. Let's get him in there to maybe sell 200 seats, and then we'll divide it by 8. It's fucking pathetic.
Now look at this fucking screen here on my TV right now.
It's Hollywood Squares.
It's pathetic, man. I hope to God that this is a work. I really do. I really do hope that they're all friends outside of this, because if this is actually true and they're actually coming together, why is my question. Carl, you can't take down Stuttering John by yourself. Kumia, you can't take. The question remains the same for all these guys. It's just pathetic. You guys are all fucking 50 plus years old. And it's like, I don't know, dude. It's just sickening, bro. It just rubbed me the wrong way. And it really pissed me the fuck off.
Why the fuck is Mike Morse there? And he's up there just so they have more people beating up on him. You know what I mean? Why the fuck is he there?
I think the listeners are trying to get you to turn on him by sending you messages like that, though. They're like dividing.
No, that was well written. I told the guy I'm going to read it because it was exactly well written. The fact that Kumia is sitting there with Chad after I know Kumia still hates Chad, and then Florentine that hack is like, so Carl, you're going to bury the hatchet with Chad, and he's like, well, all good natured. And then he asked Kumia, and Kumia's like, we'll see. But the fact is, Carl, he's a fucking hack too. Carl, look at your numbers. Carl tries to mix it in with, Chad stuff. All his big numbers on his YouTube is from Chad or my show, My World. Then he tries to mix it in with a Sarah Silverman or a Bobby Lee or Whitney Comics. The same old fucking clip shit everyone goes for. Try Brendan Schaub, you fucking hack, Carl. Carl's numbers are only good when he's talking about Chad, and now he's not going to talk about Chad anymore. So everyone's going to have to focus on that. Everyone's focused on that. He will. Melton, believe it. Melton, believe it.
No,
okay?
Well, I think.
Oh, yeah. You're doing a lot of thinking. You fucking hack. You fucking hack. You've been doing a lot of thinking. I've been doing a lot of your free time. With your members only group think. What are they thinking over at Gina Bobina land?
I think that they came together. There's not Shuley, Carl, Kumia, all those people yesterday didn't have Chad on as a contemporary. They didn't have him on as like, you're up here with us. We all got this guy. They used Chad. They had Chad on as that tool that they used to talk about his experience.
They stole from you. With Corey Adams.
I didn't invent everything.
Okay, but he stole it from you, Corey Adams.
Yeah, but I don't know if
you invented this shirt. You invented that shirt.
So I don't think anybody's
Kumia sitting there. Kumia sitting there next to Chad was the saddest was the lowest point for Kumia. I mean, I didn't see the video of him beating up Vinnie Brandt's daughter.
It's lower for Chad.
But it had to been a lower moment for him sitting there with Chad Zumock after he's been talking shit about Chad for years now, and he's sitting there to accommodate that fucking snake Shuley. It's unbelievable. Shuli's like, everybody, this is going to be great. It's really just good for me. But everybody, come on over here. Now Carl can't do any shows about Chad, and those are his biggest numbers. Right, Carl? You fucking hack.
Cumia doesn't spend years talking about Chad. Chad talks about Cumia. Cumia doesn't care.
No,
he's not bothered.
Does he? I did many shows with Cumia, you fat fuck.
Joking
and all we
around.
talked about was Chad. All we talked about was Chad. Did you watch? Do you have a subscription to Compound Media? Then shut your fucking mouth.
I mean,
I did many shows sitting there with Cumia, and he shit on Chad for hours.
On the show.
What do you mean on the show?
I don't think he's like really mad at Chad, like affected by Chad in his life, his actual life. He doesn't care.
Okay, who is?
Well, I think Chad is affected by everybody else. Chad wants to be a part of it.
It doesn't matter when Cumia is playing video games, he's thinking about Chad. Probably not.
No,
probably not. But I'm not thinking about Chad that much either. So your point is what?
My point is that Chad is the one that doesn't have loyalty.
He shit on Chad many, many times.
Yeah, but he doesn't really care. Chad is the one who cares, and Chad. What
does Cumia care about? Let's go over what Cumia cares about: guns and racism,
pussy and retiring.
No, only guns and racism. Other than that, he cares about nothing. So you could say he doesn't care about anything. Brian's partner is Iraq. He doesn't give a shit about Iraq. If he doesn't care about Chad, he doesn't give a shit about anybody or Iraq or anybody. All he cares about is guns and black people.
I can't argue with that.
The fence has collapsed. Splinter ass Bob. Yeah, Bob should absolutely get trolled because he fucking stands for nothing.
Fuck you fucking coward.
Bob, anytime. I know all you do is threaten people.
Come up tomorrow, you piece of shit.
Come on. Do we have a time? Do we have a time? I have to go to the dentist at 1. So before that or after that?
You're going to have to go to the dentist at 3, too.
That's a zinger. That's a zinger, Bobby boy. Good job, Bobby boy.
Hack. That's all you got, you fucking wild.
No, I didn't even say hack just now. I said good job, Bobby boy.
Because that's all you fucking.
The cowardly lion, Bob.
The cowardly.
Bob
Levy.
Levy.
Names like fucking.
Bob Levy.
Oh, you're a fucking. Oh, such a.
Chad's dead brother. That's good enough. I'll read it. You guys excited for Atlantic City? I am. I'll be there. I don't know who's going to be on the show then, but I will be there. Oh, you're going to threaten me, Bob?
Oh, you're a coward. You're a fucking coward.
I know. Tell your wife I said hi while she's packing her bags.
Good.
I'm friends with the guys who shit on my daughter for weeks, months at a time. But I don't care.
Was gonna fuck your daughter when she was
I don't care.
And then you had on.
Yeah,
and you ran on his show the other day. He was gonna fuck your daughter, Kevin.
He wasn't trolling online for years and weeks and months like he was your daughter. Bob is getting Bonaducci'd by KB, and I love it. I do too.
Yeah. Please, this fucking weak fucking man, please. It's a fucking.
Brian, how come? Yeah, KB, how come you ran over and got on Chad's show? Isn't that the same thing?
What is that?
I'm trying to play devil's advocate.
What is that, Professor Melton?
You ran over and got on Chad's show after he talked shit about you and your wife.
To troll Shuley.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
this was all to troll Chad and Stuttering John, though.
Why am I mad at Shuley? Oh, you upset, Bob?
No,
Bob, everybody hates
you
Shuley.
Have no fucking answer.
Everybody hates Shuley. Brian, why do you hate Shuley again?
Answer it. You can't even answer
Brian, why do you hate Shuley?
He doesn't even know. Brian doesn't even know. He just feels.
No, he's an arrogant, no talent, nothing.
Yeah, like I would say hate's too strong of a word because originally, like Bob banned me from the show because he thought I was going to say some personal shit, or I didn't know him personally, and that way, I couldn't really judge him.
I didn't know where it was coming from.
Right. Oh, did you? You don't like surprise attacks? Oh gosh, Bob,
you're gonna love
You're a tough guy. I don't like it when I get some people sneak up behind me and say mean things about my personal property and family and personality. Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead, Brian.
My point being that I understood Bob's position, but what I didn't like, and the reason that I jumped over to Chad, was because he started saying like I was trying to get heat off you guys, and I didn't know Shuley, and like. You guys have shit on me in Iraq for years. Good natured ribbing. I'm okay with it.
Months.
I don't mind it at all.
Only months on my end.
What's that?
I've only shit on E-Rock for months.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like again, it never bothered me. I don't care about that kind of stuff. So when I was gonna come on, I assumed that like Shuli would pop on maybe, and we would argue and go back and forth, or at least Bob would defend him. So I didn't really understand, but I was ready to just sit down and watch MLC like I normally do. But then when Bob, when you started saying some stuff about me, I felt compelled to speak.
No, I just didn't know what was going on, and it was like, and he's not going to put Shuli on to talk to you, and I can't answer for what you guys.
No, you can't.
About.
You know everything about Shuli.
Oh, you're so mad.
You know the numbers and the gifted memberships. You know everything, Bobby. Don't you guys spend 8 hours a day on the playing radio?
Then why does it bother
you? Hey, we got a radio station.
Why does it
like WKRP.
Why does it bother you, honey?
It doesn't. I delight
bother
in it.
you. That's all you do is you're bothered over here.
You're playing footsie with Chad again.
I'm not playing footsie with anyone. I'm playing footsie
Jim
with me.
A week ago, he's going to come and beat you up, and now we're best friends again. Hey, pal, you want to go get some McDonald's like the old times? Hey, let's get some Stern people together, and we'll pretend it's 20 years ago. Hey, go ahead, Brian.
I feel like across the board, we should all stop threatening to beat each other up. We're all too old, man.
No, that's all Bob has.
We're going to get winded inside of 5 minutes.
What the fuck you have? The yell by the cunt. You're just a fucking old fucking cunt.
Geeko.
Yeah.
Where's my pool? Bob, you get sold on the river by literally everybody. The pool guy, Shuli, Chad, everybody.
Oh, Kevin,
your first, second, and third wives.
Fucking for the radio, just fucking around and that shit. I got everything under control.
I know.
Oh, what's the matter?
That's why you almost had a heart attack because you got to play with the pool guy. Go ahead, Brian.
I almost got into a fucking
hacker.
You're a fucking cunt and a half.
Bob, you should do what I did and just handle your own pool stuff. As soon as I got rid of my pool guy, all my stress disappeared.
Yeah.
Do it on your own.
Mom and Dad are fighting, says Will Heron. Chad sends his regards, Big Daddy Dodo.
But KB, don't you think that Chad is a necessary evil in all this? Like Chad is sort of a catalyst.
I'm not a wrestling guy. I'm not a wrestling guy, so I don't look at it that way. And also, let me know, Bob, the wrestling season where all the wrestlers got along, like you guys yesterday at the Shuli Network. Hey, we're all friends now. We're gonna make a lot of money. We're just gonna be all pals and say kumbaya.
You fucking hack something. It makes them so mad that people can talk and get things settled.
We're grown boys.
You're a cunt. You're just
We're grown boys now. We're talking.
You're just a fucking
We're talking.
Cunt.
I was going to go to Florentine's house and beat him up, but now we're best pallies. Hi, pal.
Oh, Kevin's sad. Everybody's getting along.
Joe
Melton, is it possible that KB has an overly developed sense of integrity? Because you're very solid, Kev.
I feel like Kevin's just misreading it. I don't think those guys were teaming up with Chad. I don't feel like that's what was happening. No one's changing their mind on Chad. No one turned and
everybody was. They're all yucking it up with Chad.
They used him.
Yeah, you're part of the crew today, Chad. Come on.
He was part of your crew last week. He was part of your fucking crew.
We're all pals. Come on.
He was part of your crew.
You're one of us. We're going to go for a drive. You want to get in the car with us, Chad? Come on. We're going to go to Disney World. Let's go, Chad. You want to go to Hershey Park? Yeah, let's go. You got to sit in the back, though, Chad. But you can still come with us. We're all pals. A pylon. Chad hates pylon. Hey, can I join a pylon?
That's what I mean. Chad is the one just displaying the lack of loyalty. Chad shit on everybody he was buddying up to yesterday. Chad was doing that. I didn't see Bob and Shuli and them treating Chad like he was one of them. They all still think Chad's
I totally saw it that way.
You've seen
That's not the way it was.
Kevin. Oh my God.
No, they're all pals. No, they had a long talk.
They were using
they had a
him.
three-way.
So you can't settle things with somebody.
I think Bob had a long talk with them because there's no point in them just threatening each other aimlessly ad nauseum on the internet.
It's ridiculous.
But Bob will never do anything. So he's like,
but that doesn't mean they need to work together and talk.
I'm going to go to fucking jail.
Bob, you have nothing to lose.
You have nothing to lose. Go fuck yourself, you fucking. You think you got something to fucking lose? Your wife and kids probably fucking hate you.
All right.
Oh, no, okay, Chad. That's the same thing Chad used to say.
Truth.
Oh,
You're
they hate me. Oh, should I have them on the stream and they can testify that they don't hate me?
Tough guy. I'll come up
Bob, you wouldn't know about raising your own kids. Did you ever live with your own son?
Yeah, I did. And I raised him great. He's fucking making more money than you fucking make.
When did you live with your son?
I raised him every fucking moment.
With his mom? With his mom?
Yeah, I was there, you fucking loser.
Where?
At the other house.
In the basement?
I was upstairs.
Did you ever raise your son?
It doesn't matter. I got to be there with my kid.
Did you ever raise your son in a two-parent household?
Let's see how good your kids grow up. Let's see how good your fucking kids grow up. Your fucking kid's a hack.
Your son's a hack too. Hey, he's in a cover band. He's like Pink Floyd. He's in a cover band.
Daddy is. I want to be like Daddy. I don't want to have any fucking friends. I want people to fucking hate me. That's what you want. Oh yeah,
it's a fucking card. I don't have friends. Oh, what will I ever do with no friends?
With no family.
Okay, Chad. Thanks, Chad. Did you talk to Chad before the show? He gave you notes on what to say to me? You fucking hack.
Coward motherfucker.
Anytime, Bob. Come on up.
Okay, tomorrow. I'll come up.
Tomorrow. Let's do it tonight. Come on.
Again.
Wednesday good? Wednesday's
the days are long in the summer. Come on, drive up now. Are you going to do a miserable med tonight?
Yeah, I am.
You got to do Levy Land? Bob thought Leveland was going to get picked up by the compound media. Rob Saul, Chris Abels, two fucking losers from nowhere. Hey, E-Rock, you didn't pick up my show? No, Bob, they're not. Your show sucks. I was at the pilot. Your show sucks.
Oh, you were sucking dick back then.
I was at the pilot.
You were such a phony piece of shit.
I was at the pilot.
You were at the pilot, fucking you were there, you fucking, you were like, this is really good. Why didn't they pick it up? Yeah, we'll see how fucking tough you are, you fucking coward.
What time you coming up tomorrow?
Behind your doorman.
Oh,
living in a fucking apartment.
Oh, I live in an apartment. Joe Burrow. It's you and me versus the world, KB. Luckily, I have ideas. Episode 1 of Burrowing with Brennan. We skinned Joey C alive. Episode 2, we burn the rest. Episode 3 is up to you. I'll take that under advisement.
Do you think the only reason that your pilot wasn't picked up by Compound Bob is because they wanted to make room for the super talent Steel Toe?
No, they just they probably.
No, it was awful. I was there. It was awful.
They probably didn't want the other two guys and that. I was up there whenever I wanted. I did it. They wanted to go up there, and I said, "Okay, I'll go with you." And if it happens, it happens.
Rob brought up Ruth and Garrick, Rob Saul, and Chris Abels. I mean, the lineup is just fucking scary.
This doesn't even make sense.
Like the 27 Yankees, that Levy Land show, unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Rob and Shuli exposed the business. It's all fake WWE drama. No reason to get invested anymore. KB is the genuine article.
Yeah.
But Bob and Shuli didn't expose the business. They created the fake drama.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between making it and exposing it.
Everything's fake. Everything's fake. Everything Bob says is bullshit. Everything Bob says
everything.
Is fake.
Oh, look, yeah.
It is. It's all fake. It's all
What's
fake.
bullshit, you fucking idiot.
You're going to beat everybody up. You had a problem with Florentine.
Yeah,
you have
I did have a problem.
Chad.
I did have a problem.
But then surely your mentor told you, Bob, we got to make dice because he's going after my family.
No,
my wife's a drifter and she sells crystals, and I don't like that. And he's being mean about it. If Bob Levy stays on the show, I am ending my Patreon this month. D. Frere is not fucking around.
Get rid of me because you're a fucking coward.
We'll check and see what tier he's on first.
We only have, that's true. I'll check to see this tier. Kevin is so deep on Bob, he's going to come for a week. I don't know if it's that good or bad.
Depends on it, whether you like farting cum.
You got a problem with his? You got a problem? Yeah, Melton has a problem with everybody's take and everybody's super chat. I
don't have a problem with anything.
You're like, Shuli, did you get your steaks yet? You fucking piece of meat.
No, and I was supposed to have those before I came on to defend him today. My payment
as part of the deal.
Yeah, steaks for stick up.
KB is right, Bob. Hi, Melton. Bob, get away from Shuli has changed. You listen to this is Joey C. Bob, don't be a hack like Shuli. Fuck it.
KB is right. Hi, Melton. Bob, stop. Get away from Shuli. He has changed you. Listen to KB. Bob, don't be a hack like Shuli. KB,
you don't even fucking know me.
Yeah, this guy's an idiot. Why do you keep listening to him?
Can we just address the punctuation real fast? What the fuck is going on?
Punctuation is the least of his problems.
He don't have the $5 to give to me, so stop.
He's worried about a different kind of sentence, if you know what I mean.
Right. Good pun, Melton.
Thanks, new business daddy.
When you eventually get stabbed in the back by John, I hope it's not in the same spot as Bob's knife. I'm out of the Stuttering John business. I realized once he got played by Chad and Tony Mazur. I've never seen that. I've never seen such a pathetic fucking performance in my life. The fact that he didn't know what was happening and all the signs were there. Brian said he knew 15 minutes in, and Brian was probably watching half-heartedly, not even fucking not watching it like he's studying a film, and he even knew it, but that stuttering fucking idiot didn't fucking know it.
But my point is, they didn't get trolled by Tony and Chad. They got trolled by Bob and Shuli. I mean, it was them.
He didn't know what was going on, but
I know, but it was all Bob. It was Shuli and Bob.
The ones he was doing the show with was Chad and Tony Mazur, not exactly Dustin Hoffman and Olivier. Two fucking clowns, and he got fucking schooled.
Yeah, he's not with it.
Who?
He's out of it.
He's fucking drinking.
Stuttering John is retarded. He's retarded.
He's about average IQ for this group.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Did you see the video of him in bed with he's not wearing a shirt and he's singing? He sings.
No, he sent it to me. I didn't watch it. You don't
want to see it.
What was that about? What was that about?
He was singing to the tune of Hey Jude. He was singing about was he singing about Shuli? I can't remember who he was singing.
Was he singing Gay Nude?
I blame Patrick for all of this. Nice job. You're why we have nice things.
We can't have nice things.
Can't have nice things.
Oh. He's just taking some of the pressure off Bob. I agree. Bob just goes anywhere he can go. Any saucer of milk.
Can Melton give us a cleanser?
Oh, they want no, you guys. This isn't my show.
Yeah, it's he's barely on Monday.
Today's it's a very special episode of MLC.
After school special.
I just think that they used Chad to clown Stuttering John. Shuli wasn't trying to get you; he was trying to get Stuttering John. And if you could make Chad look like a useful idiot and get Stuttering John.
It's not that deep. If Stuttering John could have stopped it easily because I told him Chad is a piece of shit at least 20 times. Whenever I talk to him, he goes, well, you just don't like Chad. I go, also Chad's a piece of shit. So as soon as Chad had a chance to turn on him, he did. And today he's snipe streaming him. And John texts me, oh, you're right about Chad. Was I? You fucking loser. All he had to do was not have Chad on his first show, and it would have never happened.
And so you called him an idiot today, and he's going to turn on you.
It's 1,000,000% John's fault, and it was just a coincidence Chad was on, and if Chad wasn't on, it would have never happened.
Yeah.
So they want some master plan with Shuli. Shuli's a fucking idiot. He's been on Stern 15 years. No one knows who he is. How many tickets you sell in Tampa, Chad? 21 or 22? That's 15 years. That's almost one per year that he sold in Tampa.
I think one of the
Chad and Shuli.
I think one of the things about Shuli that's annoying,
let him have it, Brian.
Is that he can't take a loss. And the Pottstown thing I feel like is a good example of that. Like early on when we were doing Tell 'em Steve Dave, we did a tour and we did a showdown in Houston. We bombed so fucking hard that when we came back, we did 3 podcasts, a series of breaking down why we sucked. And I feel like Shuli can never do that. Shuli's always winning. And
we did talk about it. Like it was like the sound system. It really didn't work at the beginning. It didn't work for 15 minutes. It was. Yeah, but
I remember.
That's not taking an L. That's just saying, the sound. Blame it on the sound system.
No, he said there was a lot of stuff that he could have done better, but he didn't spend I know what Brian's saying. Like you would have like watched it back and roasted it and picked it apart. Like
no, he's trolling. He's saying to the trolls, "Oh, you guys hate everything we do." Blah blah blah. Even though it's a complete shit show from everybody, Shuli's like, "Oh, you guys love to troll us. The haters are gonna hate." No, everybody said it sucked. Everybody. And Bob's going, "Well, the sound didn't work." Well, why didn't you do the stand-up show first? Why didn't you have the why did the sound work? Why did the sound work?
I said that we should have done. I didn't think.
Why did the sound work?
I don't know. I'm not a sound guy.
Oh, I know, Bob. Bob don't know nothing. Ask him. Adam, where's that clip?
What do you know about sound? How are you gonna set up a whole fucking thing to do a live podcast?
Huh? No, I would hire somebody who knows about.
Well,
sound.
That's what we had. There was something wrong with it, and
who
did
your sound? The Criminal Joe.
Joe and all the guys. There's like
Criminal Joe. All right, right. Okay, I hated when mom and dad fight. I hope Bob gets custody of me when it's over at Nakram. He's from Canada, so Bob probably will.
Yeah.
Bob spent some time in Canada during the Vietnam War because he's a fucking coward. Bob's a two-faced used car salesman. Give Melton the second mic. I would be me and Melton would last 2 shows as a second mic.
I was going to say, is that something Melton wants?
Melton disagrees with every take I have.
I don't.
Except
Kevin, honey. No, I just think sometimes like you just see it differently. Like you
I see it factually.
You see it from your point of view.
What Shuli and the Shuli Network did was genius because it landed in their lap and
it wasn't. I agree.
God, it's too stupid to catch on.
I agree. Yesterday, Shuli was going, "This is the best prank ever done on a podcast." It isn't. It isn't genius.
No, it was fun.
It culminated. It happened in a moment. They took advantage of the moment.
Yeah.
It was great. And then they got together to talk about it. They're not starting a new podcast. Nobody's teaming up with Chad. It just happened.
Okay. You don't know what's going to happen. It happened yesterday.
No, you don't.
But you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I know that Kumi is not sitting there with Chad going like, Chad is a decent guy. We should do a show together. No one's thinking
the fact that he has to sit there with Chad and act like that's a win for him is fucking pathetic. John Ross, show us the 1099s, Bob. Bob don't know about anything. Bob don't know about nothing. He don't run his Venmo. He don't run his email. He don't even know what a 1099 is.
Okay.
Kevin, in a way, it is a win for Kumia and Shuli and Bob and all them.
Okay, Chad, let's hear this spin, you hack.
No, because Chad makes fun of all those guys and shits on them, and then, like you said, join their pile on immediately. It's Chad who's showing his complete lack of loyalty and faithfulness to any ideas that he has. It's Chad that has no conviction.
Yeah, but also Kumia shits on Chad forever, and for him to be sitting there acting like Chad's one of the gang now is pathetic. Kumia
isn't.
Kumia, you guys were all doing I saw a clip. Everyone doing the hype train.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Kumia's sitting there like, this is fucking pathetic. This is pathetic. And Carl's like, I'm an improv guy. I'll go with the group. What a hack.
That's gonna be a clip.
Taking up for KB, Chauncey Gardner. July 10th, 2023, the day Levy fell off the fence. Rex.
Well, Bob, if that's true, if the fence is splintered, you fell off, will you now commit to one side or the other? Or are you going to still
I've just been doing this from the beginning like this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I didn't know, though, if you felt pressure to. Do you feel pressure to choose one side?
I don't feel pressure.
No.
I never did.
But when I feel the pressure, it does feel like it is Kevin. Like, Shuli's not over there going like, Bob, leave Kevin. Kevin's like, Bob,
but he does 9 shows a day with him.
So
who you think he works there full time? He works there part time. Who do you think he's going to be more loyal to? Melton, are you fucking stupid or just ugly?
Both.
I mean, it's mystifying. Oh, Shuli don't. Yeah, he spends the whole day in Shuli's lap. Shuli don't have to play that. He already got Bob on a fucking string.
Is that
you know how Shuli's are?
Is that
all Shuli's do is be Shuli's?
Is that why you're mad at Shuli? Because I'm with
Shuli's
him.
a loser, Bob. Shuli's a loser.
I've known him for many years.
I know you're a loser too. Hello,
we're all losers.
You're a winner, Kevin.
No, I'm not a winner. I'm not a winner. But that's how I know you guys are losers because I'm a loser too. But I acknowledge it. I recognize it immediately in others. Jim Stansel, surrounded by Judas, KB. Cut them all loose. Hi, Judas's lawyers. Hashtag Stu Kamens. Yeah, we got to send Stu Kamens a link tomorrow.
Hey, that goes back to my point, though. Like, they're always like Shuli Network is always killing it. They're always, the numbers.
Yes, thank you, Brian.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't, because it's just like it seems now. Along with
trying
everything
too
else,
hard. You ever see Joe Rogan saying how he's killing it? Everybody knows he is. It's like Brian Regan never post on Facebook or Twitter, I killed tonight, because we know you did. So if you're killing it, you don't have to advertise it.
But Kevin, you say you're killing it all the time.
No, because people won't stop saying it. Opie's like, Brennan's killing it. Every time somebody says a clip, Opie's like, Brennan's killing it, but I won't do a show. Good call, Okie. Good call, Opie. Good call, Opie, you fucking hack. I'm back on Team Cumia, even though he's out of the Cumia business. I said Kevin, like, he doesn't send me the like, okay, Opie, is it 2004? This label, why won't Bob's wife work in Philadelphia? Chad played a clip where Bob said she refused to work there because she was racist. Discuss.
She works in Philly.
Can I ask you this, Bob? Because I saw some of those videos that Chad was putting up. Were you on pills at the time?
Yeah, I was pretty fucked up.
Okay, I had a bad pill addiction too, so I'm just like, there are things that I did as well that like I would look back and be like, whoa, why the fuck did I do that? So yeah, like I understand. I was just wondering because like just looking at you,
even when I got off him, it took a long time to actually get off him. It's like a lot long. Like you think you're going to be over it in a month or 6 months. It doesn't work that way at all.
Not even close.
Get that.
Brian, how did you get hooked on pills? Some kind of pain situation?
Yeah, I had a bad knee and no insurance to get a knee replacement. So the doctor, this was like 2010. It was before everybody knew there was an opiate crisis. So he was just giving me Roxys and Percocet and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And like before you know it, you're like, I need this stuff. And I'm not even getting high. It's just like you just feel normal and even keeled. You feel like okay.
Yeah, you gotta take it to reach stasis. You got.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
you can injure yourself a lot more by taking the pills because you think you feel better, and that's the whole thing. And it does this to you mentally too. And that's when I started in 2010 when they would make money by just writing a prescription for it. And I was on 6 milligrams a day, and that that was 10 years or 9 years of just fucking craziness every day. And
when I went to rehab, they said that alcohol and benzos were the most difficult things to get off.
What happened to this show?
No,
we're trying to bring it down a little. The energy was too high, Melton.
Brian,
how long did it take you to recover, like from that?
Crumb Bomb, hey, what's up, buddy?
After you got off it, how long did it take for you to feel normal again? Because you don't feel
normal. Like you said, probably about 6 months. Like the first month was hellish, like insomnia, anxiety nonstop. It really sucked. I would advise nobody to take that shit. It's bad. I was on the painkillers.
Did you get your knee fixed now with your Patreon money?
I did. Yeah. I got a special knee that only rich people can get.
Melton hates the poor. He says that every day on his show.
He hates the dumb and the poor. I know.
You can smell him. You can smell him.
John O'Reilly, Bob goes from the top of the Dabbleverse yesterday to the bottom of KB's ring of hell today. Bob, give KB the $3K he paid Stuttering John, and all will be good.
For what?
That's true. That was a short high for you, Bob.
Yeah,
I know. I mean, he's the one that wanted him on so bad.
Yeah, I feel like Kevin got fucked because he paid all that money, and now John will go anywhere that'll have him.
No, I did. First of all, I had a silent partner, so it didn't barely cost me anything. It ended up costing me $700. So after the
Mike, was it?
No, after the net from the YouTube, after YouTube take their massive fucking ridiculous 30%, we ended up whatever. Anyway, it is what it is. I like to some guys like to go to a restaurant and buy drinks to everybody. I like to fucking pay Stuttering John money to bring him into this. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I get sick of talking to Ray DeVito. So if I have to pay a little bit to get Ray DeVito out of this fucking loop I'm in, I'll pay it. That's the price you got to pay sometimes.
And you were first, Of course, his price is going to diminish as time goes on. So, like
now, no one's going to have him on. No one's going to have him on.
KB, does this mean there's no live podcast in AC? Also, Ray DeVito is loyal as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a dumb dog. Ray called me last night during while stutter. Well,
you believe this?
While he called me while they were doing that show last night, and he's like, "Are you watching this show?" I go, "What do you want, Ray?" He goes, "Well, whatever." He goes, "I don't think this is gonna hurt me." I'm like, Ray, what?
What is he talking about?
Then he goes, yeah, I went live against them for a little while. I didn't know they were live. And he goes, I still made $60. I'm like, good on you, Ray. Is that after the 30% or before, you fucking idiot? He thinks that's a big win. $60 before the 30%. Now we're talking about 42 after they take the 30%. I'm getting very good at the doing 30% on anything. EGN. Oh, right on cue. I know you're watching, Ray. We'll be okay. Stop crying with your bobbleheads. Everything will be okay. I wish you well, EGN. Thank you.
I witnessed the lowest circle of podcast entertainment when I watched Chad sniping Ray and Stevie Lou. I said it doesn't get more boring.
Any lower, you're right.
It's awful.
I don't know. Have you seen Eric Nagel?
Oh, poor E-Rock.
No, but Brian, how long did you watch?
I was in for about 15 minutes, and then I was like,
it's amazing.
I can't do it.
It's amazing. It's such a train wreck. You almost can't turn it off. You're like, this is so bad, but it's compelling.
Yeah. The question is, how much do I hate myself? And that will determine how long you watch for.
Well, I think I've found out why everybody keeps going through wives. It's just like my wife. If I put podcasts on the TV, she's like, she hates all this.
Yeah, my wife watches a lot of it. She's more of a WATP person, but she's into MLC. I'll put on Melton in the morning. It's like my phone is going all day long. that's
Melton's good in the morning. I like Melton in the morning.
Oh yeah, Bob, just suck him off.
Stop fighting, mommy and daddy. My stomach hurts, Beatnik.
I'm not trying to fight.
Why don't you just talk it? Get Shuli on here. Let's go. Send him the link.
Yeah,
just send him the link.
Yeah, because this is
Nobody
the only.
hates
It's
Kevin.
the only way it all gets fixed is if you guys all scream.
Fixing what? Fixing what?
No, what's the option? What's the upshot for KB?
I don't even know what's broken with him.
Wait, what am I fixing? What am I fixing?
It's not. Just talk. Just have a.
I don't want to talk. He's a piece of shit. It's confirmed. This is gross tapping out. Oh no, Nakram's gonna tap out. Oh, what will I do? My number didn't drop by one yet, though. When is it going to drop, Nakram?
We don't talk bad about the super chatters, Kevin. We don't.
We're still in 1446. Hi, Chad. Hi, John. I guess the stutter is going to snipe stream me
It was a simpler time when everybody just lived in the Bahamas and had no cabinets.
Shut up, you fucking hack. Yeah, let's look at the guy's
everything.
Let's look at the guy's magnets again. Let's do another close-up on the guy's refrigerator magnets.
No, let me read one.
Time.
Greg Lambert, Melton's 100% correct. Chode got used like an imbecile, and now he's made friends with all but one of Kumia's cucks, thus killing his only decent original show. Shuli is a devious snake.
In one day, Chad erased half of his content ideas.
No, but so did Carl. And Kumia looked like a clown sitting there with Chad. I mean,
because Carl will still make fun of Chad. Carl will be back to making fun of Chad in a week.
He won't. He won't. He won't. Guaranteed. Guaranteed he doesn't put out a Chad.
Send him a link.
For at least a month.
He put out one today.
That was from last week, you fucking hack. Wasn't from yesterday.
Now, is this still a win for Chad though? Because regardless of stuttering John,
Chad's like Shuli, Brian. Not to cut you up, but you brought it up earlier. Chad's always winning, like Shuli, always claiming to win. Always. Everything's a win for Chad. He won last week. He won the week before. No one's even claiming they're doing wins by the week. But Chad wins every week.
Chad's like screaming like how brilliant he is that he was part of this whole thing. It's like, again, Chad received a text and did what it said. Chad is a puppet. Chad did nothing. Chad didn't come up with anything.
Adams.
Right. He didn't come up with anything. He deserves no credit.
It was funny.
But he did what he was supposed to do.
Right.
That was his function.
He leaned into it. Yes, he leaned into it.
Well, you could say Corey Adams was better at it, and Chad could have studied Corey Adams to see how it's done. This is what I'm here for. BBB, bad boy Brennan, one tough cop. Bob's close to a stroke. Flavorino.
Oh, yeah, so close.
Yeah, it's unrelated to this. It's the Cheddar Bay biscuits and the cigarettes.
It's now a good time to ask Melton about my hat order.
I haven't heard anything about it. I'm not.
Imagine being a number 2 mic to Ray DeVito. That's what Carlos Danger claim to fame is. He's the number 2 to Ray DeVito.
You could argue that Ray's the number 2.
You could argue. You seem to argue everything, Melton. But yes, you.
Yeah. Get a bunch of yes men in here.
Wait till the steaks come.
I'll be eating them. I'm going to tag Brennan. I'm going to be like rustic cuts.
Do we even cook them, or you just eat them raw like a fucking animal?
You can.
Ray is a fool, says Proximus. Proximus.
He's got a point.
Anything to get Ray out of this fucking rotation. Anything.
Well, Ski Mask will be back soon. He's done fixing that pool.
Yeah.
And then you got Stansel.
Yeah.
You got a deep farm team.
These
Cabana Gang.
These guys are horrible. Ski Mask does 2 good shows. He's like, let me do the next 12 drunk and see what happens. Don't leave, Bob. I know Shuli says he has 6 million subscribers, but I've talked with Roger Waters and he doesn't think there's that many. It's anti-Semitic. Everything is. Everything's anti-Semitism. What's going on? Howard Stern, why am I not bigger? Is it anti-Semitism? I'm Jewish, Shuli. Did Howard have to explain to him, Shuli, I'm Jewish. You should be doing better at this show. I'm Jewish. I'm the boss. That's my impression of Howard Stern.
Stuttering John says you call it the J word now. You're not even allowed to say Jewish anymore.
Oh, really?
The J word, yeah.
Exactly 6 million. I lied my way job as a professor of mathematics and in over my head. What F does sigma mean? Is that sigma? No, that's epsilon.
I don't know, but that name is anti-Semitic.
Oh, I think it's confirmation of the Holocaust. It's pro-Semitism.
No, it's
exactly 6 million.
Satirical. It's being satirical on 6 million, and this will not be tolerated here at the Shuli Network.
Wouldn't you go to 6,000,001 at least?
But Officer Gonzalez, as Bob always says, if you do the spending, he'll do the bending. That sounds like from Beretta. Is that part of the Beretta theme song?
Are you guys still fighting tomorrow?
Oh.
You guys, see how calm it gets?
I love what Kevin does, and sometimes he goes a little too far. Look, I do. What do you think? I've been here with you for a long fucking time.
Come on up, Bob. We'll talk in person.
Come on up.
Bring a bat. I'll have one.
I got a bat right here.
Bring a helmet and a bicycle. We're having a race. First one to the Wawa gets a hoagie.
Oh, look at this Rock Bottom podcast.
He just gave up $5 out of his money from last night.
Ski Mask challenged me to fight in Atlantic City. I could kick his butt with one chin tied behind my back.
That's not Ray.
I mean, Ray can't
if that's Ray. If that's Ray. I mean, if Ray's going to fight now.
How do you think you're doing a fight, Melton? Depending, I guess.
Me?
Yeah. Do you have confidence?
If I can get you on the ground, I think it's over. But you know, I'm a big fat. I'm 6'5", 300. Like, it's not good. I'm not graceful by any means.
I probably haven't had a fight since I was 25 or something, so I don't know
what
if
was
I could
her
fall
name?
back on those skills. Oh yeah, it was my sister. I mean, if you're going back even further.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, no, I'm sure I'll get my ass kicked by anybody who like practices fighting.
AGN says Brian's NPR voice is a nice contrast. Glad he's on today. Still hate E-Rock though.
Poor E-Rock. Why does he get all this hate? Oh, did you
have
know
you
that
watched the show?
Did you know I'm not doing the show with E-Rock anymore?
No. How would anybody know?
You did what? I thought it would have been in Variety.
The view
Hollywood
count
Reporter.
is 2. There's 2 people who know, and one is E-Rock.
It's like the Rodney Dangerfield when he said he quit comedy the first time. He said nobody noticed. He's like, oh shit.
I turned it on to that one where he's just eating like different flavors of Doritos, and it's like 4 people, and they're broadcasting to 2 people, and it's like, what is going on?
Wait, so why'd you guys quit for real? You wanted to take the summer off?
No, he brought Steel Toe on. And I said if Steel Toe's going to come on, then I don't feel like I want to be a part
He
of
loves
this
them. Everything
he loves Steel Toe, yeah.
That's why they're a part of Compound. Kumia doesn't give a fuck, but E-Rock wants him on Compound.
Wait. So he brought E-Rock on. I mean, he brought Steel Toe on your show as a guest.
No, he brought him on to Compound.
Right, and you had a problem with that because it didn't affect you, but you just don't like him.
I got integrity. Fuck
good for you. Good for you.
I don't want to be a part of anything Steel Toe's a part of, unless it's the nude Facebook pictures of April, which I'm willing to put up a $500 bounty for. If whoever gets me, and they're not photoshopped, real nude Facebook photos of April, you get $500. The only person I'm going to share them with, though, is Melton. I'm not going to spread them around.
Melton.
Wait, so why do you? I know this is really not appropriate today, but why do you hate Steel Toe?
Oh, I mean, if you want to talk arrogance, if you want to talk lack of talent, if you want to talk delusion and always winning and fucking scrimping and boobs on a man, there's nothing likable about this guy. Nothing.
He spends everything to his glory, and it's like, that isn't how it happened. And he's like, yes, it is. Blocked. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
He's delusional.
He's
really
a true
delusional.
asshat, that guy.
But do you think his wife's attractive?
I think she's all right. I mean, I know they call her Megamind, and she has a very high hairline and stuff. But independent of that, I think she's totally normal.
She has a low pube line, though. Super
yeah.
But do you? I mean, but you don't have a problem with her. You don't. You just you think they're a bad match because he's so arrogant. And she seems pretty.
She seems a little bit more like down to earth and stuff, and was sort of dragged into this.
Yeah,
I think
this world.
Yeah, I think she's starting to wake up with the lot. Like, she co-signs a lot of his bullshit, and I think she's starting to realize, like, oh, now it's starting to like bullshit about me a little bit, and she's like sticking up a little bit. She's fighting back with him. It's so good. There's a little passive aggressive like edge to her now, like fighting back when he said something. She said today, like or the other day, you never post me on Facebook. You haven't posted me on your Facebook in 3 years. And he goes, well, I don't really post on Facebook. And she goes, yeah, you do. You don't post about me. And like just little moments, little moments like that, and it's like, ooh, it's gonna fall apart.
Yeah, doing a show with your wife like that many hours a week is there's gonna be problems.
But how many days a week do they work?
Yeah.
How many days a week do they together? Okay, 4
mornings and then a Sunday.
6 days a week. They do Sunday night, Monday morning, Monday night, Tuesday morning, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, Friday morning.
Yeah, but isn't it cripple on sometimes? Isn't it cripple on?
She's on nights. She does the nights. So she's on every day. She's on every day except Saturday. They do a show together. Every day except Saturday.
Again, I did it on Would You Kindly, but I offered to take in April as a sister wife with me and my wife, but I didn't hear back from her.
I'll take her as another dog.
She does it. Oh, Melton.
Oh, come on, man.
It's too early for that.
Melton.
I'm not getting off of work.
I'm not going to be giving her rustic cuts if she comes and stays in the house.
Come on, man. Trying to have some class. That's coming from me. KB has signified a round is over and both fighters must retire to their corners by saying, "Go ahead, Bryan." Yeah, that's what I do. I mean, obviously, I kept cutting Bryan off, but that's why that became a bit. See what I do? See what I do, everybody? I'm yelling, but I'm still funny as a yeller.
Oh my God! Look at
right, Perry? I don't even have any food. I'm rejecting. You fucking hack! You took 2 weeks off for what? Your show sucks.
Tonight at 8.
Bob Flybaby. Oh, wait, this is supposed to be at $2. We'll give you the rest back. I'm sure you'll get it back. Go to Chase Manhattan and tell me you made a boo-boo, and they'll give you all your money back. But you know what? I think YouTube's going to take their cut no matter what. Bob's Flybaby. Hi, Chad. Chad was giving himself fake super chats last night, too, when I was watching his show after the main show. Chad was giving himself fake super chats, and I know for a fact he was saying a certain person was giving him big chats, and I know the guy doesn't go by that name anymore. He's trying to hide his identity, but that's what Chad do. And then he's sniping Stuttering John today, and I kept telling Stuttering John, you don't want to get too close to Chad. Chad's human garbage. He's like, well, you just don't like Chad. I'm like, also, I know Chad. Also, I don't like Chad. That's true. Both can be true. I don't like Chad, and also I know Chad.
But you'll see John turn on you today.
Good. More content for me. Hi, stutterers, lawyers.
My feeling is that John is so egotistical and arrogant. Even though you warn him, he's like, I can handle it. And then he can't handle it. He got played like a douche.
I mean, seriously, Brian, you were watching the show casually as you're doing other stuff, and you just caught on right away something ain't right. When Chad kept looking at his phone,
he was looking at his phone, he was looking down, and then
he was so giddy.
What really gave it away was I enjoyed the fake Venmos, but when it's like $4,000, I was like, they're pushing it. Like,
right.
You know, and then Stuttering John shows his true colors, but even though he was paid to be there, he's like, I want more. I deserve more of what people are giving you. Because
it was John's show. He should have been paying Chad to be a guest on his show.
Yeah.
Chad just put his Venmo.
Show?
Yeah, Chad just put his Venmo in the name, so people were Venmoing Chad on John's show.
Of course, John's gonna want some of that money because it's John's show, and only watching because John. So
I thought Chad paid him to be on that show. That's my mistake. Okay.
No. If I was John, I would have wanted money from Chad too. I wouldn't have gotten it, but I would have said, "Give me some money. It's my show."
Kevin, I just got $7,000.
All in meat. Because he likes to eat. Because he weighs 3 hundo.
Meat spins.
They all played a prank on a slow adult. Let's be real. I mean, John. Listen, I'm a fan of John's. I'm a fan of John's, but John tells me how everybody's stupid, and then I'm like, he got played by Tony Mazur, who got fired because he put a show. I can't even finish the thought. Gino Bisconte got Tony Mazur fired from a sweet gig. That's how dumb Tony Mazur is. But he bamboozled the stutterer. Somewhere Ray is watching this in the fetal position and sucking his thumb like Lloyd and Dumb and Dumber. Find a happy place. Yeah, Ray is trouble. You know why? I realized why Ray was trouble, because he realized that he might get bumped out of the rotation now that Chad's back in everyone's good graces. Shuli's going to have him on more, and maybe Shuli will give him a show over there. Who knows? And then Ray's a nervous Nelly anyway with those fucking bobbleheads and shit. But yeah, he was definitely. I know. I'm like, Ray, why are you calling me? I mean, in the middle, I was like, what is this, Ray? Are you worried? You're worried about something? So he was worried about something. He thought he was going to lose his whatever standing he has in this community. He thought he was going to go down a couple of notches, as they say.
Doodle, during this entire debacle, KB has always been correct with his assessments. KB has more integrity than all those hacks combined. KB keeps on winning.
Thanks, Doodle. I mean, thanks, me. God, I said it to myself. Let's go, Eddie Baker. Come on, let's get the chats going, Eddie Baker.
Brian said E-Rock the link.
Yeah.
Kevin might be nice to
We don't have room. We don't have room for his big head. No, I don't do 5 people. Yeah, that was classic yesterday. 7 people on the screen watching 3 other people. And I was like, this is all great. All white dudes too. But I'm the racist. Are you still on good terms with E-Rock, Brian?
Yeah. We text and stuff. We still talk.
He's a fan of the podcasting community, right?
Talk.
He is. He's not a fan of this though. He doesn't like the drama. He's always asking me like, "Why are you watching that stuff?" I'm like, "It's
too interesting and funny. Too many viewers for my taste."
Who needs more than 2 people listening? Then they can talk about the show.
It's like,
you don't need anybody else.
Isn't it a lot of pressure when you see that number 3 digits?
We saw it bump up to 10, and we panicked.
Whoa.
The success got to us.
Wait, because somebody did send me either Photoshop or whatever that you guys were doing a show and like 12 people were watching. So you would live stream your show and then put it up on Compound Media.
No, the way we did it was, and you did remember I was on your show way back when.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, he sucked. But I'm like, there's no possible way he remembers my appearance. I didn't even take offense to it. I was just like, there's no way.
No, I did remember it because it was one of those, I thought you were going to be crazy, I guess, because of the beard, and then you weren't. And then,
no.
I was my fault for not doing more. No, I'd always seen you around Compound Media. So I thought you're like this crazy guy, like some of the crazies that there always been at Compound Media. And then you weren't. And I was like, well. So
you want me to be crazier.
No, yeah, because then it's less work for me. And that was when Brian McCarthy.
Get on the pills.
That was when Brian McCarthy was there.
Right when the pandemic started, I went back. We started doing remote, and I hate going into the city, so I just told E-Rock I'm going to stay home. We'll just do it online. And if Carl, for our very last episode, Carl came on and roasted us WATP style, and most of the clips that he used, I'm so high that I look like I'm about to fall asleep. Just like I would smoke up or I take edibles and then I go on with E-Rock, and as the show goes on, my eyes get closer. And,
wow,
looks like I'm back on pills.
But how are you? So where would you go live, like on StreamYard or anything? How are you getting live numbers?
I don't think we were getting live numbers. We wouldn't have. We went live once or twice, maybe. Okay. And if there were 12 people watching, I'm not surprised.
One night we stream sniped you, and you had 2, and we got you up to 19 or something. And you can tell E-Rock was so uncomfortable. He's just like,
well, that wasn't my show though, because I was listening to you do it. Yeah.
I just know he was just like, this.
Oh, right, that's what it is. E-Rock does another show, and that goes live, right?
We are being invaded. It's uncomfortable.
Did E-Rock want to go live to get super chats?
No, I think since it's compound, it's a pay service, and
but he wasn't on compound, right? Right, Melton.
No, he wanted it just on YouTube. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Show. Okay.
Bjorn, Bob's the type who gets duped into thinking he's taking everyone to the drive-in when he's really the getaway driver.
Nah.
Barely aware of the surroundings. Thank you, Bjorn. That's a good take.
Oh yeah, that's me.
Judging by how long the pool's taken, how long did that fence take to build? You said not
long time.
To get the permit. To get the permits for that.
I don't want to get rid of it. But
this is from German Hunter. I guess he's automatically considered anti-Semitic since he's German. Jimmy Dore says we're a nation of children of alcoholic parents. Judging by how compelling MLC is, I'm inclined to agree. Jimmy Dore is a guy who can't even walk. He can't walk, right? Doesn't he have a gigantic
national treasure?
Doesn't he have a gigantic limp or something? And I'm gonna listen to him. I'm gonna listen to him.
He's crippled, is he?
Man can't even walk right.
So he can't think right.
Him in that chair.
Get out of here, Stephen Hawking, you mental midget.
Something like that.
The best question that Chad asked me when I was on his show was, Brian, you have a pool. Do you think Bob's is going to be ready by May 30th?
Oh, my God.
I don't know.
You guys all know each other, right? Everybody with pools?
All the pool guys.
And they're all talking.
He's Billy like Frank. Mike Wallace. He's like Mike Wallace with these questions. That was like when he was talking about Joey C. and Melton said this. He was sniping when we had Joey C. on. Joey C. says he's from Tampa. Chad goes, I've never seen him around.
That was funny, but
Tampa. They have a gigantic city with hockey teams and football, baseball, and Chad never saw Joey C. at the Walmart, so he can't vouch for him.
Not on my deal, Mabry.
What a hack!
KB Bob is. Oh, you got it.
Go ahead. This is
Bob is under Shuli's influence. Get out of the SJ business. Why does Shuli always pay or give me the numbers on his show? He's playing you. Chad is a loser. Shuli's meal ticket is SJ. He's got nothing. Hack. It's a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
The give me the numbers clip is funny.
Yeah.
Producer Joe's just better than Adam. Adam's got to get his soundboard game. He's gonna kick me off. See how long that took? See how long that took you to get? A faster man has it ready.
Yeah, but he's got to do the super chats too.
All right.
I don't care.
Thanks, Philly Franks. I'll see you in AC.
Bottom line is the only winner is Coors Light. Skull.
That was funny.
He was doing it with orange juice. He had orange juice. He's like, Skull. It's like, is that
had to have vodka
sex on the beach?
Oh, yeah. Another thing I noticed, Brian, I guess you watched the show. Chad, the whole episode with Stuttering John was trying to get him to drink, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like let's have a drink and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that was odd to me. I was like, why is he trying to get him to drink? It was early. It's like 1 o'clock on a Friday. Oh, you did? You kept telling him to?
Yeah, let's celebrate. We're killing.
That's what I mean. Chad was a tool. Chad looked like an idiot because he's just doing whatever he's told. Chad's not brilliant.
But again, like a tool that worked. It's like those guys set it up, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do. And not only that, Chad fooled fucking Stuttering John. Now, Stuttering John is retarded.
It's easy to fool. Yeah,
but, right, exactly. But if it was a normal person sitting there, it might not have worked. But he fucking slow rolled him and played him and did exactly what he's supposed to do.
4 normal people in this universe, though.
Yeah.
There's no normal people sitting anywhere.
John, self-awareness just started my MLC Patreon mainly because Chad is going, but if it's no Bob, then no Patreon for me.
What
will I do? What will I do if somebody quits their Patreon? What will I do? I'll have to have a meeting with my family and loved ones.
Well, the last guy said that Bob stays. He's canceling his Patreon.
Exactly.
So Bob, there's a lot of pressure on you.
Cancels each other out.
I'm in a pickle.
My wife, she's fucking trolling me.
What happened to Would You Kindly? E-Rock's other sensation.
Yeah.
You don't do that one no more?
No, I don't do that
show.
one.
That's the show.
The compound show. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't. That was not a show on a personal level. That wasn't a show that I put a lot of time or effort into. E-Rock would say the same. Like we just talked about, like old defunct restaurants. I would let E-Rock go on and on because, like, if he has something in mind that he wants to talk about, he can talk for like 20 straight minutes about like being shorted a shake at Wendy's or something.
Oh, geez, that's fat, man.
So that's so sometimes
how many shakes? How many shakes did he order that he was shorted one?
12.
It wasn't one.
Hey, wait a minute.
I'd like to have a gross of chocolate shakes, please.
A baker's dozen.
Jason Bentley, I hate everybody. Thank you, Jason. Don't forget to hit the like button. I'm not going to beg for fucking subscribers, but hit it. I mean, because it is dinner time and, whatever. I don't know. I watch a lot of other shows. They always say hit the like button. I never say hit subscribe. Never will, never have, never will.
Let's see. I'll give you a like here, Kev.
Oh, what the hell?